I don't know if it's gonna be as good as Get Out, but at the same time, you got Daniel Kaluuya attached to it after he's won an Academy Award, after he's been in the best movie that Jordan Peele has directed.
What else we got this summer? Nope, Jordan Peele.
Oh man,
yeah, I'm gonna go see it. I need someone to go see it with me though, because that is either gonna be really good or really bad.
Nah,
really bad.
Well, okay, so wait a second.
As far as people, no. As far as people's perception, I think people gonna love it or hate it.
No, so this is what I want to ask y'all though here, right? Okay, so Get Out, when it came out in 2017, in my opinion, was probably the best movie that came out that year. With Logan being a close second behind that, right?
Okay.
Us, I enjoy a lot. I enjoyed that movie a lot in 2019 because it was very much different from everything that came out in theaters that year. You know what I mean? You think about it. 2019, we had Endgame, Lion King, Aladdin, Us, Rise of the Skywalker.
We need to do a video on 2019. That was
yes, we do.
Money, billionaires were made that year in Hollywood.
Queen and Slim came out. Knives Out came out. Us came out in March of 2019, and I went to see it in Minot. And it wasn't a bad movie at all. I've only seen it once, but I understand the point of it. Like, to me, Jordan Peele is a lot like M. Night Shyamalan in early 2000.
Okay, right, I can see that. I mean, definitely.
To where
I see he's going.
To where he's making, I mean, people like Us and Get Out are very divisive movies. There are people that don't like those movies, and there are people who enjoy those movies a lot. It's either you like them or you don't like them. There's no in between there. But the only thing I'm going to ask y'all here before we talk about Nope is how much replay value do you feel that those two movies have 5 years later, after he made his debut as a director?
Ooh, go ahead, D-Smith.
Get Out was good and has like replay value. Us, I've only seen some of it. Like again, like you said, it's almost night and day. You either hate it or love it. Get Out is loved. Us is not. That's basically what I have to say.
Okay.
Now, where this is gonna fall, I have no idea. I'm just hoping that it's good.
Okay. Go ahead, Donovan.
I think Get Out has more replay value, in my opinion. It's more, I guess, more consumable, a little bit more easier to digest than Us. I think Us is a little bit more grandiose in its concept. And
okay, elaborate, please elaborate.
Some people don't get it because I mean, Us is just a little bit more like it's different. You're gonna have to think a little bit more. So rather than just like direct cloning, there's more allegories made to that. It doesn't quite add up scientifically.
It doesn't hold your hand.
Yeah, scientifically, you can see with like Get Out, you know, besides the sunken place, it's pretty like linear and straightforward, right? Us is a little bit more metaphorical in a sense with what's going on in the film.
Please put this out on YouTube, by the way. Continue.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I think they both. Jordan Peele has elevated the horror genre in these last 3 or 4 or 5 years because of the quality work he's done and made a name for himself from comedy to going to horror, critically acclaimed horror, and just being just a black man in the entertainment industry, putting out quality, top-notch work. I think I'm looking forward to this. I think this will draw almost as much as the other two, if not more.
Okay. So wait a minute. This is the only thing I'm going to ask you here, though. So He was an executive producer on the remake of The Twilight Zone that released on Paramount Plus. Me and my wife watched the first season of The Twilight Zone on Paramount Plus.
Oh shit!
I don't know anybody else that did that, by the way.
I don't hear anyone talking about that Twilight Zone series.
And it was actually pretty good. What'd you say, D. Smith?
I was gonna say I've only heard a few people talk about it, and it's either it was really good or it was terrible.
And I'm gonna put some clips. I'm gonna put some clips up in the Discord to kind of get some conversation going. But I think that it kind of worked to the detriment of us that Twilight Zone reboot came out and it was attached to his name, because if you watched the Twilight Zone and knew he was attached to it as the narrator and an executive producer, and then watched us, it was almost like you were watching an extended episode of the Twilight Zone.
Oh, gotcha. Shit.
To where
I'm getting what you're saying.
To where, like you were saying, Donovan, Get Out was more focused. Get Out was more kind of an arrow that was meant to hit straight on the target. There weren't a lot of allegories related to that movie. If you're a black person in America, specifically not even specifically, if you are black in America, you understood the point that was trying to be made with Get Out. With us, even though the acting might have been better in that movie, it was meant to be more of an allegory for real life issues that are going on in this country related to everybody, as opposed to just black people, right?
Right. Right.
I enjoy Us. I understood it because at the end of the day, there can only be one. If there's two versions of myself in this world, only one is going to be able to get to enjoy the resources that come with being alive right now. Or at least that's what I got from it. You know what I'm saying? The ending of that movie was fucked up, but it's hard for me not to view that movie as an extended version of the Twilight Zone, even though Lupita Nyong'o probably should have got nominated for an Academy Award for what she did in that movie. But that's another.
Yeah,
it was. So with Nope, the thing that I'm wondering here, I'm thinking about M. Night Shyamalan here. I'm thinking about what he did with The Sixth Sense and how people reacted to that movie. And then he did Unbreakable, and people kind of were like, all right, Unbreakable is good, but it's not as good as The Sixth Sense. And then I'm thinking about Signs. Is this his completion? Like, when this movie comes out, are we going to look at it as if, all right, you know, he's doing something different, but we kind of seen it before? Or are we going into this with a clean slate? Obviously, this movie is about alien abduction, right?
Right.
Every movie that he's going to make is going to be an allegory to being black in the United States of America. Is Nope going to hit the same way that Get Out hit, with the same lead actor and familiar black actors in this movie? Or are we going to go into it feeling like we've seen it before?
What I would say is I'm hoping that what you saying doesn't happen, because I'm thinking the same thing too, that he's going to do the twist thing that Shyamalan does, where he just keeps doing the same thing over and over again. Hopefully not. I'm going in this with a clean slate, but I am a little cautious to what he'll do for this movie. But I'm hoping that it's more of an alien invasion, and we just so happen to see black people's perspective. Hopefully, we'll see.
And hold on, Donovan, before you respond to that, brother, I agree with you on that. And at the minimum, I think that Jordan Peele has earned enough good credit for us to be at least willing to see what it is his take is on that.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I wish him. I'm gonna go see it day one, opening weekend. Because again, I don't want to see any spoilers and shit on the internet. And I'll be honest with you, I expect some kind of twist ending because I don't think he does straightforward films. I think he always tries to put like M. Night Shyamalan some kind of turn on there, some twist that you don't see or you can't, or maybe you can see it coming, but something on there to put his own flavor so it's not just a straight up abduction story. So I am expecting something in there. Whether or not it sticks to landing, I don't know, but I appreciate the effort. And I mean, it's crazy, man. Then you see the trailer is like written and directed by Jordan Peele. Like it's named, like, you know,
and that's special.
So that's special.
I liked how when it came up, it was like a '70s movie. It scrolled down like a '70s movie with the alien abduction. I'm getting like
First Encounter.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I'm getting a little bit of that vibe.
But the thing is, so whether or not, and I never watched Lovecraft Country. I never watched that because it didn't appeal to me like that. And I never watched Key and Peele either because that type of comedy didn't appeal to me either. But what I do appreciate about what Jordan Peele is capable of as a writer and a director is that for a live action film, his name isn't really attached to it unless it's something. His name being attached to a film means something.
It does. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I went out of my way to see Candyman in 2021 because I seen that he was the executive producer of that movie, and I walked away with it feeling as though I got my money's worth out of it.
Right.
It is a rarity. My bad, bro. Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm agreeing with you. That's special for real.
I feel that it is a rarity in this current era of films that come out of theaters to where you see a name attached as a writer or director, and you be like, all right, shit, let me go ahead and see this in theaters. I feel like Jordan Peele is the kind of guy that isn't going to direct the movie unless he writes it and executive produces it. You see what I mean?
So creative control, man. I love it.
And I agree with that because that puts it, I'm not saying he's on this level yet, but Spike Lee, same scenario. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just puts him in that conversation of transcending kind of this modern filmmaking triple A movie release kind of thing to where, okay, Jordan Peele directed a new movie. All right, this is a guaranteed thing that I need to see in theaters. I don't know if it's going to be as good as Get Out, but at the same time, you got Daniel Kaluuya attached to it after he's won an Academy Award, after he's been in the best movie that Jordan Peele has directed. It doesn't have to be as good as Get Out, but if it at least has a little bit of sprinkles that remind me of that, maybe this can be something special. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to see if he can go 3 for 3 or 2 for 3, depending on how, we want to rate it.
I would agree with that as well.
I agree.
This does well, and I'm hoping that it's good too and different.
Yeah, no, I think it will be. I think that it will be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll be doing the review. We'll be doing it.
I really think that it will be, and this is coming from somebody that's never seen an episode of Key and Peele in my life. I never watched that movie Keanu about the cat or none of that. Nah, like I don't got time for that kind of shit, bro.
Yeah, I never really watched it. Just clips on the internet. I mean, there's some of this stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a few episodes, but that was I watched maybe a third of it before I turned the channel.
Nah, and the thing is, to this day, I still have an active debate with my mom about Get Out and Us. You know what I'm saying? In terms of how good those movies actually were as far as like quality filmmaking. But I'm interested in seeing that, brother. What else we got here? How y'all feeling? Man? How y'all feel, bro?